Oh, hello. It looks to me like you might be one of the few lucky students around Ireland who happens to be doing Hebrew studies, or as I like to call it,
Ancient Biblical Hebrew.
Well, I have a few tips for what might be coming up on the
Ancient Biblical Hebrew
paper. Now we'll start off with the easiest part for most students, unless you're particularly au fait with all the ancient script, which I wouldn't be. I find the essay part to be the easiest, and by the way, the predictions I have are only for higher level. I have nothing for the ordinary level. Anyway, for higher level, in A1, which is family, the part C question is likely to be about marriage, quite likely. Failing that, it could be about the barrenness and fruitfulness of women, or else, as an outside bet, perhaps how traditions and values are handed down to children. But most likely marriage, that's the most likely topic there. Then, in part B, prophetic protests in part C, so that's B1, prophetic protest, you have the most likely topic to come up would be, I think, the reaction of any prophet to conflict is your most likely topic for part C there. Or else to compare and contrast two prophets. Okay, now moving on. In part C, I do part C2, festivals and symbols. And the most likely one to come up is Passover. Passover is very likely this year. Failing that, it could be Rosh Hashanah, or possibly Hanukkah. That's your outside bet. Okay then, in part D, I've done D1, Covenant. And for Covenant, the most likely essay question you'll get will be one on the development of the theme of Covenant throughout the Mishnah and Bible. Secondly, how the Covenant was kept alive and renewed throughout the ages. So again, it's the same sections: A1 family, B1 prophetic protest, C2 festivals and symbols, and D1 covenant. For family, it's likely you may have to discuss the significance of a word, or else parse and translate something for part B of the question. For part B of prophetic protest, it's likely you'll have to discuss a phrase that they give you in Hebrew and discuss the significance of it, phrase from the passage. Then, in festivals and symbols, part C2, the likelihood is you're going to have to suggest a title for the above excerpt in Hebrew, or possibly to comment on a word. Finally, in covenant, which is D1, for that particular part, the likelihood is you're going to have to, comment on a phrase from the above extract and its significance. Okay, right, and then finally, no, that's it, that's all I have for
Ancient Biblical Hebrew.
So, good luck in the exam. Hope it goes well for you. Shalom.